What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back into HypeWatch. And what we're gonna do in HypeWatch this week is we're gonna talk about mobile games and PC games, obviously. And we're gonna start off with Bandai because Bandai is doing big stuff this week. Start off with the first game up here, Sword Online Last Recollection. So you guys know Sword Online, the mobile games got canceled, like the majority of them. There's one left, and it might as well get canceled too because it's terrible. So Last Recollection is going to be picking up in between the point of where Kirito and Asuna became stuck in virtual space, and then they ended up in the time leap, which they lived for like 1,000 years in virtual time. They didn't do that, like their minds did, which kind of was like, and this is gonna take on that what happened during that particular point. So we'll see all that. The mobile game actually did that too. It wasn't good, so it got canceled. But we'll see how it is. How it goes with this. I usually buy these games straight up because they usually end up being fun, and I like Sword Art Online to begin with. So yeah. So the other thing we're going to talk about is Fire's Rubicate. You definitely need to watch this trailer. If you are an Armored Core fan back in the day, those of you who know what Armored Core was, you're an OG. I appreciate you. Stand up. We got a game coming for you. This is a really good game. And then next up, which is last but not least, what we're talking about is Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, which these games are always amazing. It's the next reiteration in the game, and it's going to be coming out soon as well. It's going to be hype. I saw a few things on it, watched the trailer for it. We're not going to watch it because that's just going to prolong the video, but it's pretty lit. So next up we have is Toga. This is a kind of like tower defense, beam defense type of game. It is actually pretty lit. Graphics are pretty nice overall. The reason we're looking at this is that it actually came out on PC already, but on mobile, it just recently came out. So if you want to pick it up on mobile, it's only on $14.99, and it works pretty much the same way. It's a pretty cool game. And last on the PC thing, if you guys remember, I literally just talked about this last week, that it was mismanagement on this game and that they should have just made the game a PC title and not have it been like just stuck, like just a normal PC title that you pay for and then you go through everything else. And they literally did that 2 days later. It had nothing to do with what I said. It just happened to be a lucky thing that I said. And I actually had a company reach out to me and say, did you know that this was going to happen? Because I did a video 2 days before it actually happened. I'm like, nah, it just so happened. I'm not taking like credit for that. I just happened to say what they needed to do and they did it. You don't just, like, a company can't just see what I say and do that. I would like to think that's the case. Like that would be the case like after a week or so, not 2 days after. That's very hard to pull off and then have stuff done and then a whole game plan and everything. Nah, they were already going to do all this, and I was just saying the obvious that everybody else was saying at the end of the day. But it's going to be an offline version. Now, the thing that's cool, that's not cool for me with this is that none of the collab stuff is here. So my Dante and my Nero and my Akuma that I have on my account doesn't mean anything because I can't have it. Like it's not going to be there. It's just the normal IP characters from the Mega Man universe. So that kind of sucks. But they'll probably DLC it anyway. Next up is Maple Story Adventures. This one might be a little bit interesting because, it's the Maple Story universe, but only 10 downloads right now, so might not do that well. I'll probably end up doubling that with HypeWatch, but as you can see, people are not into idols, which I will talk about something at the end, that there is an article put out about idle games. Next up is My Dream City. This has 500 downloads, 500 plus downloads as time is populated. This usually goes up like every quarter, so like every 4 or 5 hours the number will go up, but recently just came out. This is a city-based thing. My mom would like stuff like this, but not so much me. I know there's a lot of people who like games like this. We can make cities and have fun and then play around with it, have a little bit of a gacha where you can make better buildings and things like that. Kind of cool, but it is what it is. Next up we have Dungeon Pets Auto Battler. Literally this is Darkest Dungeon with an idol, which who asked for that? Like Closer and T. As you can see, only 50 plus, and yeah. Next up, we have Metria, which is bootleg Genshin. We just gonna put that out there. That's what it is, bootleg Genshin. Yeah, that's a thing. So next up, we also have Freedance multiplayer game. Now, this is actually a really cool game. This is a really cool game. You know, dance, get your little. You can make like a K-pop idol type of star, stuff like this. And you see they're putting like real type of music on here, so automatically I'm not gonna be able to throw anything like this up on the channel. And there's been plenty of games like this, like the Dance Dance Revolution games. I remember Buster Groove on not Super Nintendo, PlayStation. Buster Groove was the game. Buster Groove still is always going to be the game. I love that game, and I wish that you can actually do stuff like that on YouTube, but you can't. YouTube just won't allow things like that anymore, which is why I wish I could do this game, just like make a character, start dancing around everything else, and do videos on it, but you just can't. Next up is Wonder Island. Let me tell you, Wonder Island is a ecchi game. So if you want to play a game and just automatically just see butt on the screen, yes, I said that word. You will see that, because that's what this game will do. Remember on that Rise of Heroes game? And people used to want to get me to play that, and I always used to meme it and call it Rise of OnlyFans. Like, you can't put stuff like that on YouTube. YouTube will just eventually ban you in that video. Like those days are over, but you still can, play it. Like, you want to get you a waifu. There's some waifus right there. There's some pretty girls right there. Look at the dark skin waifu right there. Look at that dark skin waifu. So yeah, and as you can see, no stylish, yes, and you can do stuff like this. Get your little stuff on. And you can actually get a girlfriend and break up with the girl as well. So that type of stuff. A lot of ecchi stuff. It's like a hentai basically. So have fun, have at it. I hooked you up. Demon Sword Idol. I was going to try this out, but I changed my mind on it and decided, just to let you guys see it, because a lot of people talking about this thing is really good, and I'm just over the whole idol fad, and I'm going to talk about that at the end, like I said. Next up, we have Enter Death. This is kind of like a puzzle / gacha, which is kind of cool, breakout type of game. I figure it would be different and something for you guys to actually try out. Like, recently just came out, so something cool to see. Stellar Night Idol, another let me do that so I could try it when it comes out, but I probably won't do much with this because it's another type of idol game. We're going to be on rails and get like waifus and everything else. Like, you can literally tell that it's going to do that right here. The UI right here is very basic. This is like super basic right here. Like, they didn't even bother to try to put anything else on the UI. So there's that. And then last but certainly not least, a Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Now, this game we actually covered on the channel in its Asian form, and it's coming on mobile. It's going to be amazing. Remember, I told you that. Remember, I said that this is a very good mobile game. I just been waiting for it to come out. I actually missed the last beta that it had, and it's going to be coming July 6th for you guys. So it's the final hype and everything else. And yeah, so we can actually just let it rock right now so you guys can see. But yeah, as far as the whole idol thing, so here's the thing. Idol games are going to be pretty much dying out for the most part, for the simple fact that they are not it's just, there's not enough money in the industry for 1,000 idol games, and they just keep doing it, and they got to the point now where nobody cares anymore. As soon as you put idol putting idol in your title now is a death sentence. It just is. And when people see idol now, like and Street Fighter Duel is coming to the reality of that again. Like, you just can't lean on idol anymore. That was a flash in the pan type of thing. It did well for its time, and now is the time to actually make real games. Like, make a real game now. Like, this is a real game. This is a real boy right here. Make stuff like this. Hopefully companies will see that and decide to actually make real games, or maybe they won't. But think the trailer was over. Yep, trailer was over after that. So, you know, make a real game now. That's what we're on at this point. So that's all I got for you guys this week. Hopefully companies will see and understand that you definitely have to start trying now. The lazy idle days is over. Is what it is. So I'll catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Hopefully you had a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.